Okay, we are live.
Perfect. I'm just trying to get onto mine now. Here we are going. Okay. My phone's falling many times. Everybody knows me. It's a story of my life. Hello, everybody. Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to Heaven on Earth and Energy Healing with Steve. We are live tonight on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. You name it, we're out there tonight. So please feel free to join in, as tonight we will be doing intuitive readings through tarot. And possibly, if I'm feeling compelled to connect with spirit this evening, I will do so. So we will see what's going to happen. Okay, so we're just going to be waiting for everyone to join in. How are you doing, Steve?
I'm good. I'm really good. Okay,
That's
let me join your Facebook here.
Okay. Hi, Vilma. How are you? Hello, Melinda. How are you? Welcome. Okay, here we are. And here we go. Hi, Renee. How are you? Welcome. Hello, Melinda. The beautiful heart there.
Okay, a little bit of this.
Hi, Debbie. Nice to see you on the live tonight. Keep doing what you're doing, my friend. You're making a difference. I'm really happy to see the post today. Very proud.
All right, and I'm going to say some hellos here. Hello, Christine. Hello, Josie. Hello, Kat and Adam. And
Hello,
Adam, Kat says hello. Adam says, hi, beautiful souls. We miss you. And Josie says hello.
Hi, Josie. Welcome. It's funny. Josie's on Instagram, yes? Not on Heaven on Earth.
Yes, correct. Yeah.
Okay, wonderful. So we're just waiting for everybody to jump on. Thank you to all that's joining us. We are both doing this live and bringing loving messages to ones who seek. Sometimes we come into a situation that we are feeling maybe stagnant, maybe a little bit stuck, perhaps even maybe wanting to have a clear direction. And we hope that we are able to bring those divine loving messages from your guides, your angels, and of course, us being the bridge for that. We are happy to be a part of that. So we just keep joining. So as I was saying, hi, Alfreda, how are you? So I feel like, you know what, I want to just bring these up. So for anybody who loves tarot cards, there are so many decks out there. It's unbelievable. And I was just showing Steve a beautiful deck that I picked up, believe it or not, from Winners. And I have to say this because I'm sure everybody knows. So these are the actual cards. It doesn't mean anything necessarily. It just means a nicer version of what is behind these cards. And I've got to actually show them to you. So I picked them up at Winners. I do have many different tarot cards, but these I thought they were quite interesting. So look at the Fool card. This is a very beautiful card.
Okay. You need to move it on my screen as well so we can see it.
So I should be in here?
There we go. Both. Yeah, you do both.
Oh, okay, perfect. Okay.
Okay, there we go. Perfect.
Okay. That's good? Okay.
Yeah.
So look at how interesting. Look at this, the Fool card and the Magician card. Quite interesting. So, you know, when we look at the Fool card, it's like almost like stepping off the cliff and taking that leap of faith and starting something new. It's like having blinders on and just trusting that process, having faith in it, not knowing where your feet are going to end up, but you're just like ready to jump and keep going. And I think, look at this, what stands behind this particular one is like an angel.
Angel wings, yeah.
Yeah, quite interesting. Okay, so we can start.
Yeah, and I think we'll do our typical disclaimer just to let everybody know this is recorded and it's going to be reposted. So if there is something that's personal that you don't want to share on here, keep that in mind. What else do we have? You'll probably see my head rotating, same with Rose. We've got 2 devices going, so just, give us a chance there because we'll probably be looking like our heads are on Lazy Susans
Did you actually see the balloons go
I
through
saw
the screen?
that. I
Love
saw
it.
that.
Maybe Spirit's here. Maybe Spirit is celebrating a birthday with somebody here on the panel. So yes, so everything that will be recorded here will be posted. So thank you for that, Steve.
Yep.
There's nothing we can edit out from this. All right. So I think we're all ready. I'm actually, believe it or not, I think that, okay, so if I look at this camera, we're clear. It's
Yes.
best.
Yep.
Okay. And this camera too, right? No,
Yeah.
it's this one. Okay. All
Yeah.
right.
If there's anything missing, I'll guide you. I'll just say turn a little bit. That's all.
Sounds good to me. Okay, so I think we're ready to start. So maybe we'll go back and forth with yours and mine, and then we can start.
Okay. I haven't
Okay.
seen anything pop up yet. So anyone, if there's any readings that you want for tarot, please put up a question in the chat, or any kind of emoji, say yes me or something like that.
There's actually quite a bit coming out through this side if we'd like to start.
Yes, let's do it.
All right, so let's try to get back to the beginning here. And we're going to start. We're going to try to cover. Okay. Okay, so let's start with Charlene. Charlene says, hi, Rose. Hi, Steve. I have a question. I have a chronic hip bursitis. I'm waiting to see a specialist. Will my turn come up this year? Interesting. Well, I mean, technically don't need the tarot cards on this, but I'm going to do a spread anyway. And I feel like, would you like me to start on that one, Steve?
Sure.
Okay. So I feel like, Charlene, there's going to be an upcoming cancellation. And I feel like this is going to come up from July onwards. So I feel that the answer is going to be yes, that you will get in to see the doctor. And I feel like this is going to be a little bit of a last minute, like a month prior to give you this heads up of something that's coming up. Okay, so I will stay with that, and I'm going to pass it over to Steve and see what Steve says.
Yeah, I've got the Nine of Swords came up. So for this card, Swords is a pretty quick moving card as far as time is concerned. So I would say at minimum 9 weeks out, but I would say before the end of the year.
Wonderful. Perfect.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, so we're going to move on. Thank you, Charlene. I hope that helps and rest your mind. Okay, so we're going to now would love a reading. So if we could just pull some cards over for Alfredi, that would be wonderful. Okay.
All right.
So if you're still there, just please write in the comments we're still here, because we don't want to be talking to ourselves either.
We do that enough on our own, right?
That's true. That's the story behind the scenes. You're welcome, Charlene, from both of us. Okay. Let's take a look.
Any specific question or just a general reading?
No, just would love a reading, she was saying. So we'd just pull some cards for her.
All right.
And let's see what comes in for you. I hope everybody's having a beautiful week so far. Okay. Okay. Would you like me to start?
Yep, go ahead.
Okay. So, Alfie, if you're still there. So currently it's almost like I want to backtrack. So we're going past, present, and upcoming. So I feel like at this moment from, I would say, let's backtrack about maybe 6, 8 months, no more than that year part, that span. I feel like that you've been carrying a heavy weight, a very heavy load. And I feel like there's a lot of sadness there and a lot of feeling of disappointments. but yet you are staying in the most beautiful light of just balancing things through this time. In the current position, a woman who looks at one herself and loves who you are in a most loving, beautiful way. But you feel like sometimes you're just getting into that position. You're feeling like you know things are not working out the way they're supposed to. Okay. So what the guides are saying is to literally turn that thought around, that thought process, and continue to keep climbing. Because with the Magician cards and the Six of Pentacles, there are things you're going to go through. It's going to seem like it's not working out in the favor or coming into the space that you need. But having said that, with the Ace of Cups, it shows to me a beautiful outcome of a beautiful abundance, beautiful love, beautiful flow. So what the guys are just trying to say to you at this moment is just to keep moving, keep gliding, continue on with faith, and believe in the everything is possible with God. And I'm going to leave it at that. So I'm going to pass it over to Steve.
Yeah, I'm pretty close to what you're saying. So the recent past for me is the World card upside down. So there's been something in your recent past that basically you're not able to complete a cycle. So like Rose was saying, something heavy, you're carrying some kind of a burden, which is why the world has been flipped upside down. But you're going into the current position. We've got the High Priestess. So you're looking, your intuition is expanding, your knowledge is expanding, your experience is expanding, and the veil's going to be lifting. Okay. And in the near future, I've got the Queen of Wands and the Tower. So you're going from a position of pulling the veil away, seeing something, and in the near future, you're going to get the Tower, which means something's going to crumble. So there's going to be some changes that are going to happen. And like with Rose's Ace there, there's going to be a new beginning. So yes. Absolutely, you know, cards that are going to maybe be a little bit up and down for you for a while, but there's going to be a new beginning that's coming your way.
Thank you for that, Steve. And she just noted that it's metastatic cancer, and she's got 2 lovely teenagers. So okay. Alfie, at this point, it's almost like, and I feel like you're really staying strong through everything. I really feel like your faith has even gotten stronger through everything, your spirituality, you're growing, and there are things that are in this to show you the way of when we feel that we, you know, there is no hope, or we feel we can't, God can. So I'm going to leave it at that with you. God can. All right. Much blessings to you and your 2 teenagers. Thank you, Alfie. Thank you. Much love to you. Okay. All right. So we've got quite a bit on my side still here.
Yeah, let's keep going.
Okay. Thank you. That's perfect. Okay. Melinda. Hello, you two. I met someone when I was in Europe, and we had a really nice romantic connection. Will we reconnect again? Interesting. Interesting. So Valentine's is coming up. We just don't know. So let's take a look. And if you're still there, Melinda, just wave and say hello, lovely. And maybe, Steve, did you want to start this one first?
Yeah, I'm going to see what pops up.
Sure.
Okay, so the card that came up for me was a Strength card in the reverse position. So normally your Strength here, someone who's able to control, tame the situation. Again, Strength, very straightforward. There's the heart on the necklace here. So, you know, in this sense, there's also an emotional aspect to it. But in the reverse position, I'm going to say that that is turning, I almost feel like if I want to translate this card into our everyday language, is basically saying, you know what, hang in there. Don't have that hope or that expectation that this person is going to call or reach out, because I think that you're going to need the strength to get through it. They may in the future, but I think that having this hope or expectation that it's going to happen soon, it may not. And that's why this Strength card is flipped upside down.
Very interesting, Steve. So, you know, when you
Yeah.
spoke about the future, it's kind of interesting what I've got
Hmm.
on the upcoming. So, I'm going to blend with Steve, and it does show that the two that came together, so this romantic, loving relationship has come together. But I also see sadness because both had to part. So, having said that, I feel like this is something at this moment. This gentleman is doing, you know, moving on with their work, their career, just keeping busy. You're doing the same thing. And it kind of left a feeling of um, it's incomplete. Okay. For the both, not just you, for the both.
Yeah.
Having said that, on the upcoming, I feel like you guys are both very haunted from each other. So it's almost like this feeling of, you know, when I sleep, he's there. When I go out, I feel him. I just feel his presence. So I feel like this is on the upcoming, that the Ace of Wands is there. So it's almost like something is going to find its way. How long, we don't know, but something will find its way back in the upcoming. But I am going to agree with Steve, is that you are to keep moving forward, not have any expectations, not have any hopes, but just let the divine handle the two together. Because I feel like with the Devil card, there's both of you guys truly not letting go of each other. So you're both really haunted by each other a lot. So I do feel there's a very deep kind of love. And I feel like there's something that's very magical between the two. But at the same time, there could be one traveling to get to the other.
Yeah,
I
so
think.
that devil card speaks volumes because
Yeah.
it really talks about a relationship that you can't let go. Like you
Yes.
almost handcuffed to each other. So yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
And you know what's interesting? I think it was, I can't remember which Pentacles, it was the loss of the finances. So I feel like they'll be traveling. Someone's going to say, you know what, I've got to go to that country. So I feel like there's going to be some kind of something. We don't know the outcome as of yet, because it's not showing, to be quite honest with you, that the two are
Yeah.
going to literally come back. Right now, you're in that stage of, I can't let go. So there, I feel like there'll be something that's going to surface back, but we don't know if that spark is going to happen again.
Yeah.
So hopefully that helps, Melinda. Thank you, lovely. Hopefully that resonates. All right. All right. So the next one we've got. Alfie, much prayers for you, my love. Much prayers for you and your boys. I'm sending you lots of love and hugs from the both of us. Okay. We've got Ruth. Would love a general reading. Thank you.
All right.
Okay. And beautiful. Thank you, Melinda, from the both of us. Thank you, lovely. And now we're reading Ruth. Yes? Okay. Oh, interesting. Okay. Okay. Did you want to start, or you want me? These are really interesting.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Mine are kind of interesting too.
Look at, I don't believe what I'm seeing.
Yeah. So okay, I'll try to give it a shot. In the recent past position, I've got the Ace of Swords. So I'll put it up on the screen so that everybody can see. And this card here is really talking about new ideas, new intellect, new speaking the truth, hearing the truth, finding the truth out, all about your throat chakra as well. Okay. So there could have been something in your recent past where there was new ideas and you wanted to vocalize it, and maybe you did vocalize it. And in the recent, in the present, I've got the Eight of Cups in the reverse position. Okay, so in the present situation, the Eight of Cups is like you're walking away from something. You're walking away from that spark, that love, that energy. Okay, but it's in the reverse position. So to me, this is not an environmental thing. This is you inside. So inside you, I think you might be feeling like you're walking away from something, or something has walked away from you. And in the in the near future, you've got the Judgment card in reverse. So, judgment in this direction is really about a calling. When you reverse it, there you go. Yeah. So when you reverse it,
We're on the same.
yeah, when you reverse it, it's like there's a block for you to progress forward. And I don't know what it is. And I don't know if it's an emotional thing from the Eight of Cups involving somebody in your life, but there's a block there. So I would like to hear what you pulled, Rose.
I'm actually pretty much on the same. Having said that, so I feel like right now, from the past in the upcoming present, is something is coming to an end, or has come to an end, or is in thought process to complete an end. I do see a King of Pentacles in there, and I do see the Cups. So I feel like this is something to do with somebody of letting go, or it has come to the end. I feel like you're carrying something moving forward, Ruth. And I feel like this puts a lot of worrisome on you, a lot of thought, a lot of feeling. And there was choices that you needed to make to walk away from this situation. At the same time, when we look at the King of Pentacles, it's also to do with financials too at the same time. So this is something that comes to having to say possibly a male boss to let go, to walk away. But these are things that it no longer serves your purpose. So it came to this complete end. Having said that, I feel like you do not need to worry about things on the upcoming, because right now it's almost like the intuitive part of who you are. You need to follow it, listen to it, because there's a choice that you have to make. On the upcoming, which is now to the upcoming, you are seeking a new world out there, a new possibility, making a new choice. So I feel like there's going to be, if I had to say this, a transition into the upcoming work career. That's what I'm going to focus on, but it's going to do really well for you. So I feel like all the thoughts, the worries, and the maybe some anxiety, who knows what you're feeling behind the scenes. I feel like there's a reason for this to close and for something new to open, lovely. So I hope this resonates from the both of us. One of my cards are down here. Let's see what fell down. The High Priestess. Oh, interesting. So if that makes sense, you could just, well, there is something spot on the job. Exactly where I'm at. Beautiful. Okay. So thank you for allowing us to divinely deliver a beautiful message from your guides. Thank you. You're very welcome, lovely. Thank you for joining. Okay. So I'm going to keep going down here. Okay. Let's go to, I feel, oh, hi, Joe. She's on this with us too. Hi, June.
Yay.
Thank you for joining. Let's take a look. So we're going to go to, I feel like Renee wants to know something about her. Let's take a look. Sorry if I'm missing some of the comments of you validating. I'm trying to catch the screen. My apologies, but I will look at them always after. Health issues. Okay, let's see. Anything for me tonight, please? Had some health issues recently. Will everything be okay? So
and that is for who? What name?
That is Renee.
Renee.
Let's do this. So we'll try to deliver as best as we can, as we don't really go into a medical and legal, but we're going to pull the cards and see what they have to say. And who is saying good evening? Rose and Margaret. Hello, Margaret. I'm telling you, heaven on earth here. This is on a roll, everybody. Thank you for joining us. If you want to follow Steve, you could follow him at Energy Healing with Steve at Instagram. And with me, Heaven on Earth Healing Center. Okay. This was for Renee, yes?
Yep.
Okay. Well, one wants to fall out here. Oh, interesting. Okay. Renee, I feel like you feel like everything is working against you at this moment. And what I'm going to say to you, take a little bit 10 steps back, because you're actually adding on to. You're not creating the situation, but you're adding on through anxiety, through fear, and you're kind of going through this. You're fighting yourself. You cannot fight within yourself. You have to allow the medical teams to assist you and guide you through the situation. Because I feel like, oh, looks like this is interesting here. I feel like everything that you're going through, if this is any kind of comfort, everything that you're going through, I feel like once you start to release the worry and the fear, I feel like you're going to move into a different direction, a positive outcome. So if you can take that, just learn to kind of juggle, balance. You have 2 balance cards on my board right now. You have you in the opposite direction. It's almost like you fighting against the situation. Don't put too much energy into it. Don't give power into it. Things like that. Just let go, surrender, let go, and allow the divine to move you where you need to be moved to get the help that you need. But the outcome looks quite positive for me as I'm seeing it with the Ace of Cups. So thank you. So I'm going to did you want to add
Sure.
on? Thank you.
Sure. The first 2 cards that came out really are all about decisions. I have the 7 of Cups and the 2 of Wands. And the 7 of Cups is saying you have a lot of choices ahead of you. So it's very possible that, going forward, you're going to have options to choose from. And then it's going to narrow down to 2. So I think you're going to have, things that you're going to have to pick from, some solutions. And then you've got the King of Cups in reverse. So to me, this is saying, keep your emotions out. Okay. Trust what the facts are, trust what the doctors are telling you. And then you can have your informed decision, but keep the emotions out of it, because the emotions will get you tangled in things you don't want it to get tangled in.
Yeah, it's very true. And then what happens, and beautifully said, is the fact that you won't have the clarity you need to understand what's the next step. So it's like having your ears closed and not hearing what anything else is said, because you're so afraid of what's going on.
Mhm.
So I hope that resonates for you. Just trust it. Keep going. Oh, there must be. Oh, June, thank you. I'm actually seeing that. I always say this is always one beautiful family member of mine. She always sees my spirit guide, and she always sends me the picture. So if you take a look, you just might see my spirit guide behind me. So thank you, June. I'm always, always blessed that she is right beside me and right behind me. Yes. Okay. So you're welcome, Renee. So just don't be so worried. Just sit back and trust it. Trust it. Trust it. Trust it.
Okay, so I've got some comments. It looked like my Instagram froze, and now all the comments have come through. Okay, so I have one with Lady. So Lady, she says, I would like to know if there is a particular guardian angel around my baby boy, Phoenix, or my grandmother who has passed away.
Okay, so I feel
that's an interesting. Yeah.
Yeah. First, the beautiful part is that we all have our guardian angel around us. Okay, we come into this world with a guardian angel, and we leave this physical world with our guardian angel. And the world is full of angels. So we have so many unemployed angels that are all around us. So the answer is your son, definitely. And you also have a guardian angel that is with you all the time. And it's the most simplest thing to do. Call upon them, and they're always there to help you, to guide you, to comfort you, and just help show you the way, but they don't intervene. That's what I want to say.
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm not sure about this child. So I feel like I'm being shown something to do with a toy that goes across. It could be across a crib. It could be something that he has where he sits down the jumper. And I feel like these toys, they move. They're moving. They're moving around, not spinning. They're just moving by themselves, but nothing technically, when you think by looking at them, is moving them, but it is your grandma playing with your child. So if you can understand seeing that, and sometimes I feel like there's a diamond. I'm being showed like a triangle, something that lights up. Does that make any sense? I feel like green light. I'm being told green light, something of a toy that's got a green light. I feel it's shaped like a triangle, and sometimes that flashes. So if that makes any sense, something to do with your child's toy. And we'll have to wait for that one because it's a little bit different from tarot to spirit. Child's toy.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just connecting here so I can see the comments. Okay. Yeah. So, lady, if that resonated with you, just comment so we can see.
Perfect. In the meantime, Tracy's just asking what's your Instagram. So Steve's Instagram is at Energy Healing with Steve, all together, at Energy Healing with Steve, and that's his Instagram. So thank you, Tracy.
I will write it in your comment box here.
Perfect. Thank you. Also, I have, let's just take a look. So we're waiting for that lady to validate, yes, to confirm.
Yeah, but I don't see any comments, so we'll just continue going forward.
Okay.
Maybe she jumped off the chat.
Okay.
Oh, okay. All right, I do have another one, so we'll go with yours first, and then we'll go to mine.
Okay, perfect. So, hi, Elaine. Thanks for joining us. So, hi, Rose. Michael is coming to the Seattle area and would like to know if you have any suggestions to make his visit successful financially for him. Just so I understand, is it something that you are thinking, would you have enough finances to get there? Please clarify, just make sure I'm understanding something. And also, if you don't mind, please put, are you in the United States or are you in Canada? Because in July, I will be hosting Michael and Julie in the 3rd week of July. So if you're on this side, our Canadian side, you are more than welcome to. Soon the posters and the bulletins will go out, and you can go to www.heavenonearthhealingcenter.com, and that's where the tickets will be available. So please just clarify that, and I will come back to you, lovely, on that. Oh, no, he's coming here to do a seance, Washington State. Oh, okay, beautiful. Okay, so am I understanding your question? Are you having enough finances to get there? Just so I understand, lovely, before I pull out the card. I say find a way and go. It's the most beautiful physical phenomena you can see. Amazing. This will be my 3rd time hosting Michael and my 2nd time hosting Julie. So you live there. Okay, so definitely. I mean, I'm not sure what your question is. I say go and enjoy every part of that physical phenomena. If you haven't been there, it's your first time. It's a must. And then you get addicted to it. And if it's, what do you have, Steve?
So I pulled the Ace of Cups. So 100%, you're going to love it. The Ace is a yes card, so go for it.
Yeah, absolutely. And I feel like this is something for you that if you have already been a part of the physical phenomena, I can't say no myself because I know that I just love hosting. So I'm very, very happy to host them here in Canada. And I could not myself miss them. There's no way I could miss them. I couldn't. So I hope that answers your question. Steve has given you that 100% yes. So proceed with green lights, not green light, green lights. like the Autobahn. That's the best way I want to say it, lovely. The Autobahn, you've got to be there. Much love and enjoy Michael and Julie in Washington. They are literally phenomenal, just like phenomena. All right. Thank you. You're welcome, lovely. Okay. We have anybody on your side? Because I have more.
Yeah. So we have one from Liz. And this is, I would like to know about my dad. He comes around me often, so I'm going to automatically assume he's passed. This is for Liz. So if there's anything that comes your way, Rose, by all means.
Okay, so I feel like what's happening here is Papa is giving me a smell. There's a certain smell that you are smelling around you. It's a presence of the smell. And I can't necessarily say it's a smoke smell because I don't feel it's stale. So I feel like it's a little bit more lively of a smell. So this could be a cologne. This could be something that maybe he had a scent around him. So I do feel that this is what Papa is asking me to bring down to you. It is a certain smell that you smell that is on him or around him. Can you understand that, lovely?
Liz, does that make any sense to you?
And it's almost interesting because I feel like the smell even is not just inside. I feel like it's also on the outside. That means outside of the home. It's kind of interesting.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to wait for Liz to respond, but we can continue going forward. Yes, she said yes.
Okay, beautiful. So I feel like this is his way of always constantly getting your attention, just to say, I'm here, I haven't left. And I feel like for you, he's showing me that you look up and you talk to him. It's like I feel like what he's making me feel is that I understand that you miss him, but sometimes are you kind of not questioning if he's there, but you're questioning the actual signs and messages that he's sending you. So he's saying, don't doubt it, my daughter. He goes, I am here and I am walking the journey with you right until the very end. And he's also sending you lots of love, but asking me to say how much he loves you. Thank you for that.
So Liz, I hope that resonates with you. That's just a snippet of what Rose can tap into. So if you do want to go further, please contact Rose directly and book a session with her. She said, yes, absolutely. So book a session with Rose and she'll deep dive into stuff.
Yes, it's the most beautiful feeling of having that communication with our loved ones. It's like talking to you, Steve.
Yeah.
And I tell you, it's like, the most beautiful feeling that one can ever imagine. So I'm in my glory days and I love communicating with spirit. So thank you. Okay.
Yay. Excellent.
Wonderful. Tell her thank you. Okay. So let's go. Are we on your side or back to mine?
Your side.
Okay. Let's go to Debbie.